What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to our Pokémon Emerald playthrough. Here we are in part 3. Last we left off, we didn't really do anything actually in part 2. We just got the running shoes. It occurred to me after I uploaded part 2 that the title of the video is The Running Shoes. And that's not really a very exciting thing to have in Pokemon. So I think this time around what we're going to try and do is while we're trying to keep the videos roughly at about 10 minutes or so, we want to do something that's a little bit interesting. So hopefully we can keep that in 10 minutes. If not, maybe we'll go a little longer because that's kind of a boring way to go, right? Anyway, so we're here now in Petalburg City. There's a couple of things that I want to point out here. So as we just arrived, there's only a couple of places of interest within this. First and foremost, the Petalburg City Gym, which is, I don't actually remember where it's at. Let's go find that real fast. Is it top? Yeah, right here. So your dad is in this gym. Now, we can't actually battle him until after we've beaten the first 4 gym badges, and then we can come back and hopefully take him down. Other than that, there's not really a whole lot going on in Petalburg. If I remember, this is Wally's house, I think. Oh, this must be Wally right here. Are you maybe a rookie trainer? Do you know what Pokemon trainers do when they reach a new town? They first check what kind of gym is in the town. Yeah? Okay. Well, anyway, while he's showing us this, the other thing is Wally, the primary rival of Gen 3 for Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald, is here. And, well, we'll get to that here in a minute. Let's go ahead and just listen to what this guy has to say. Petalburg City Gym. We're very well acquainted, actually. This is a gym sign. Look for it whenever you're looking for a gym. Okay. I think he's trying to stop me, so I go... Yeah, so he's stopping me from going forward. Yeah, so he's just basically telling us to go talk to our dad. So the other thing is after we have beaten our father, I believe the 5th gym leader, right? We end up getting HMO3 Surf from, I think, Wally's family. We run into Wally here in a little bit. He wants us to help him catch up Pokemon, and that's how he starts off as our rival, along with May. Let's go ahead and take a look in here and see what's up. What's up, Dad? How's it going? It isn't Mark, so you're all finished moving in. I'm surprised that you managed to get here by yourself. Also, just as one other thing, since it's been a long time since I've done a full playthrough of a game, specifically Pokemon, I need to know if the feedback regarding reading all the text is something that you guys want to see. I'm reading it out loud, but if you guys just want to read it for yourself, let me know in the comments. Otherwise, I'm just going to continue reading it. Surprised that you managed to get here by yourself. Oh, I see you with your Pokemon. And I guess you're going to become a trainer. That's great. I'll be looking forward to it. Okay. I'd like to get a Pokemon, please. This is Wally. Here we go. Okay. You said relatives in Verdant Turf Town. Thought I'd be lonely by myself, so I wanted to take a Pokemon along, but I never caught a Pokemon before. I don't know how. Make sure he's able to get his Pokemon. Okay, so we're going to go and help Wally do that. This is how he becomes our rival. Ugh, okay, well, got no choice, I guess. Yes, they do. Pokemon do hide in tall grass. Yes, they do, Wally. Please watch me and see if I can catch one properly. Here we go. Oh, yeah, you know, someone else mentioned in a previous video in a comment that I should look into catching Ralts here. I think this is Route 102, right? I don't remember. I have to double check what route this is. I wasn't paying attention. But this is one of the earliest times you'll be able to catch a grass Psychic-type Pokemon in particular. So if you're looking at a Pokemon that is a Psychic ability, then Ralts is your go-to this early on in the game. Otherwise, you're going to have to wait quite a while. I'm also not controlling this either. Looks like we're letting Wally do this all on his own. Okay. Well, carry on, Wally. Gonna pull them all now, right? We'll do my best. Alright. This is basically like a player tutorial, but I figured we'd probably know this already. If you've gotten this far in the game, to the next town, you probably know how to catch Pokemon. Alright, there you go. Wally, a Pokemon of your very own. I did it, it's my Pokemon. Alright, let's go back to the gym. Okay. So, did it work out? Wally, thank you. Yes, it did. Here's your Pokemon back. Thank you for coming along with me. You two are why I was able to catch my Pokemon. I promise I'll take really good care of it. Oh my, I'm waiting for me, so I have to go. Okay. Now, if you want to become a strong trainer, here's my advice. Head for Oberg City beyond this town. There you should challenge the gym leader, Roxanne. After her, go on to other Pokemon gyms and defeat their leaders, collect badges from them. Yep, we'll battle one day. That's only after becoming stronger. Okay, cool. Thanks, Dad. Alright, so typically what I like to do as well, after we kind of get the lay of the land, I want to go to the Pokemon Mart, rather, I should say, and take a look and see what their wares are. Also visit the Pokemon Center to heal up if we haven't done that, which I believe we did. Let's go ahead and pop in here and see if he has anything that I find of value. Search and buy. How much money have I gotten from trainers so far? Not too much. Let's see, potions and antidote. I think we got most of this stuff already that we want. I never buy these. I don't think I've ever once in the history of any Pokemon game ever used one of these X speed, attack, defense, etc. I've never, ever, ever used these. I sell them every time I get one. Escape rope, repel, awaken, paralyze heal. I'm gonna grab a couple more Pokeballs to be sick. I'm gonna max out. Yeah, we should be able just to buy 5. Mathematical. There we go. Okay. Oh yeah, we're good. Okay. So we are broke. Oh my gosh, this guy's bald over here. That's an awesome sprite. Look at this. Look at the shine on his head. That is fantastic. Do you have any animals with you? If you walk around with a poison Pokemon or lose your speed, build up pain. Take some animals. Yep, already good, I think. That's funny. Alright, so let's go ahead and talk to Wally's relatives or family or whoever's over in this house. I think his mom is here, sister or something. Yes, Mark, right? Thank you for playing with Wally a little while ago. He's been frail and sickly ever since he was a baby. Sent him to stay with relatives and for an enter town for a while. Yeah, our child is weak, pathetic, and sick, and we're very ashamed. So we sent him to a whole other town because we just can't stand the sight of him anymore. You try raising the little guy. He's already left. I wonder where he could have gone. Well, I was really happy when he told us he caught Pokemon. It's been ages since I've seen him smile like that. Alright. I don't remember when we run into him next. I don't remember if it's over here. Oh. Holy. Let me guess, from the way you're dressed, are you a Pokemon trainer? Are you stereotyping? Maybe not, your clothes aren't all that dirty. You're either a rookie trainer, or maybe you're just an ordinary kid. Oh, don't talk to me, bad guy, come on. I'm roaming the land in search of talented trainers. I'm sorry to take taking your time, okay? That was rude. Nice Oakleys, by the way. Alright, yeah, so that was 102 before, so it's 104. Is he a trainer? No. If you're gonna throw a Pokeball, weaken the Pokemon first, so it'll be easier to catch if it's been poisoned, burned, or rolled to sleep. Okay, so I know we can catch a Wingull here. Let's see. But there's also Marill, which I think is a really low rate appearing in here. Okay, whatever. Let's just beat this guy, take his money, and then I believe the grass patch above, there's a very small percentage chance that we can run into Marill up there, and I want to do that. Alright, Billy, let's see what you got. Zigzagoon. How unexpected. I don't know why you scratched. Should have just remembered. I'll just use scratch again. Alright, that should be simple enough. One hit KO with Ember. Thought we'd level up with that one, but that's alright. Let's see if there's any other trainers on this little beach here first. And then we'll go up to this little grass patch right there. These are fishermen, I think. We'll talk to them in a second. Nice boat. Yeah, you know what? Let's catch Marill real fast first. Let's just do that. We'll have to walk around here for a little while, I think. I don't care about Pochita. I'm not gonna catch him. Marill's not a personal favorite Pokemon of mine, but I figure I might as well just get him just so I can have a water type early on. Just because the first gym leader is a ground type that we're going to be fighting. And then it'll be nice to have a fire and a water type going against the second gym leader, which is a fighting type, I think. Alright. Okay, let's keep walking around until we can find it. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of this Pokemon either, so I don't think... I should probably get a flying type Pokemon, but I'm fine without it for now. I think one water and one fire type is okay in the beginning. I'm not sure where the first fire type is that we get, so if you happen to have started the game yourself and you picked Mudkip, then you might be in trouble for a while. I don't think you see a fire type Pokemon for some time, but if I'm incorrect on that, let me know in the comments, because I'm trying to remember, and I'm trying to read a little bit and remember a little more about the different areas within Emerald, so I have some talking points while doing these playthroughs, but memory is not what it once was 3 years ago during my previous playthroughs. Alright, actually, a Wingull being a flying type and a water type duel, that is beneficial. 12. You know what? I'm just gonna use Growl a bunch and then throw a Pokeball because I don't know if I can hit him with a scratch without taking him down. You know what? Whatever. I'm just gonna try it. Let's see. We're gonna go ahead and just throw a Pokeball now. We've got 10. Up in B. It's the trick, the old classes. Remember, classic move. Anytime you throw a Pokeball and you hit up in B. Back in the earlier generations, that was supposed to increase your chances of being able to catch that Pokemon. Totally not true, by the way, but I just remember that being a thing that I used to do. Oh boy. I think the first time I ever heard that little detail is, I think some kid had a magazine or whatever, some unofficial Pokemon magazine that he picked up at the grocery store, and we were on the school bus, and he told me that, and I was like, no way, that changes everything, and I've done it ever since, and I've never had any luck. Alright, cool. So we're going to go ahead and keep Wingull. Am I saying that right? Wingull? Wingull? Hey, there's our Marill. Alright, we're going to go ahead and try this as well. I don't think I'm going to have a whole lot of luck. You know what? I should have put Wingull out first so their levels were a little closer, so that way Wingull could attack and do minimal damage to Marill, making him easier to catch. That would have been smarter. Rip. Okay, well. So any mistakes I make during this playthrough, you guys will undoubtedly learn from. So in the event that I do make a rookie mistake like this one, if you're deciding that you want to play this game as well, then don't be like me. Don't do what I do. Let's see. I'm going to have to just use... If he hits me with Water Gun, it's going to do a lot of damage overall. Even with our level discrepancy, like 8 levels above, his water ability will still do a lot of damage, just like Wingull's did. Yeah. I don't want to use a potion against a level 4 enemy. Might have to. There's only so much of that I can take. He's doing 2 HP of damage every time he hits me with that. But if he uses a water type attack, he'll lose a lot more than that very quickly. Alright, let's try another Pokeball. Let's see. Come on. Up and B. Up and B. Come on. Up and B. Ah, come on. Alright. Alright, this is what we're going to do. I am going to swap out for Wingull. And I'm going to see if I can do some damage that way. Because he's got water type attacks, he is not going to do damage really to Marill at all. His water gun is not going to do a lot. His wings being all bent like that seems very odd. Does that look weird? Does that look weird to you? It looks weird to me. Yeah, water gun is going to do like 1 HP damage. Okay, that's good. That's a lot more than I thought it would. We're just going to do this. We're going to sit here and we are going to just water gun the crap out of Marill until we can catch him. I think until we can get his HP bar down and we get low. And then we'll hang on to Wingull only as long as we need to until we can get a better flying type. Even though Torchic is a bird, I don't think that he has, like, flyable wings necessarily. Also, I gotta decide, am I gonna title this video Where to Catch Marill? Or Petalburg City Gym? I'm not sure. Decisions. Okay, let's go ahead and throw a Pokeball. Yeah, I think Where to Get Marill is a good choice. Marill's a fan favorite Pokemon, and I think titling the video that would make a little more sense. Alright, here we go. Up and B, up and B, up and B, up and B. That's what I'm talking about. See? 33% of the time, it works every time. Alright, there we go. Cool. So we've got 3 Pokemon now, 2 water types, 1 flying. You know what? Let's see. There we go. We're gonna have fun with it from now on. Marill's name is Josh now. Josh, if you're watching, that was for you. Alright, let's go heal up. What I should probably do, and I think this would be smart, because there's such a difference between the levels of the 2 Pokemon in my inventory in addition to my starter, those 2 new ones are just so low level, I don't want to do this, but I might go back to an earlier route and grind with them a little bit. Yeah, let's go ahead and swap out Marill for now, or swap Marill in, I should say, to be the number 1 spot, and then grind here. And if we catch Ralts, then I should probably catch them, or if we see a Ralts, we should catch him, or her, as well. Oh, he doesn't know water type. Water attack. Okay, I didn't notice that. I thought Marill had water gun, but I guess that was just Winkle. Okay, well, the more you know. Now, if you do see Marill in the wild, you can catch him in a variety of different, at a bunch of different levels. I've seen him at level 3, 2, 4, and I think even 5 of them. Now, you can spend some time if you want catching a higher HP one if you'd like. That's perfectly fine, but you might as well just catch the first one you see and level it up as quickly as possible. That really wouldn't be that hard. It also would work well if you use Marill against a trainer, putting them in the front and then swapping out to your starter if you just want to get Marill a little bit of combat XP without taking any HP damage, because I feel like... Yeah, I don't think Marill... Let's see, what's Marill's experience points? Yeah, okay, yeah. Going against bug-type Pokemon for training this purpose is going to be nice, because I don't think Wurmple at this level knows any type of poison-type attacks. It's just going to be a bunch of tackle and string shot, mostly string shot, so you can avoid taking damage, and then just having in-the-match ability or stat effects. So like the Speed Fell, for example, but just in case you didn't know, that only happens while you're against Wurmple. If you get out of the battle, then your speed goes back to normal. So it's just when you're in this round. And he's gonna use Strength Shot all the time anyway, so it's like, I'll be able to survive, but I'll probably want to do one more tackle, and I'm not gonna waste any potions. I'm gonna go back to the Pokemart, and get back to normal. Hey, okay, cool. Level 5. See, if it only takes a couple of Pokemon to fight to get to level 5, there's no point in grinding out for a higher level Marill in the wild there. Plus, the spawn rate for Marill in that little patch, it's not incredibly difficult, it's not incredibly rare, but it is the rarest one in that area. You'll run into Poochyena and Wingull more often in that spot. Alright, cool. Alright. So, let's go ahead and move on. Now that we're level 5, we can go into the next patches of grass and do some better damage, I think, than we were at level 4. And I say that only to illustrate that there's no real reason to grind like a ton early on with Marill. You can, I mean, it's not gonna hurt anything if you do, but you're not gonna find any wild Pokemon above level 5 in this spot. So if you want to grind, do it. If not, you can just move on and head to the next section if you'd like. But I'll probably stick around and grind here for a little bit in between now and then the next video, so that way you guys aren't bored while I'm doing that. Just try and get their levels up a little bit. But again, if you don't like that, let me know in the videos for part 3 and part 4, and then I'll be sure to keep that in. I just don't want to overdo the grinding and being boring there. But I'm going to go ahead and stick around and do this myself, actually, and I'm going to grind a little bit. So thank you guys for checking out part 3. Now you know where to get Marill, you know the strategy, you know where to get Wingull, and I will see you guys next time in Pokemon Emerald playthrough part number 4, and hopefully I'll be a few levels up by then, and then we can continue on to the next area. Alright guys, take it easy. I will see you